another live broadcast. It looks like my Facebook is freezing up. Hopefully that will pop back in. But thank you for jumping on here, YouTube. Tonight we are going to talk about falling off of the intermittent fasting wagon. And I get a lot of those comments about women who say that they have fallen off their intermittent fasting and don't know what to do to get back on. I'm going to see if I can go. Hold on just a second, YouTube. I'm trying to see if I can get Facebook back on. Well, we'll deal with that later. A lot of women reach out to me and say something's happened in their life and it has made them kind of fall off track with their intermittent fasting. And we're going to discuss some of those reasons why you could be knocked off intermittent fasting, knocked out of it, thinking it doesn't fit in your life. And then I'm going to give you some tips on some things that you can do to either get back on, or some tips that you can kind of incorporate in your life to keep you on track if that's really what you want to have for yourself. So welcome if you are new. Please take a second to hit that subscribe button so you will be notified when I upload a video or when we go live here in this community of women. My name is Diane, and for the past 25 years, I have been helping women find nutritional plans and fitness programs to help them look their best and live their most authentic life. And today, we are using intermittent fasting to help us do just that. So how is it that you can incorporate something like intermittent fasting and have it stand the test of time for you? The best advice that I can give you is really understand what intermittent fasting can do for you, the science behind it, the benefits of it, and then find a way that you can incorporate it into your life so that it does in fact become a lifestyle for you. And if you can understand the benefits and realize how it is that you can benefit from the things that intermittent fasting can do from you, then what happens is it just makes sense for your life. And it doesn't have to necessarily be that you've jumped on or jumped off the wagon, but that you just try to incorporate it as often as you can to get it to fit into your life. So remember, nothing that we're doing with intermittent fasting should be an all or nothing situation, other than making the two decisions that I say that you need to make every day to be successful with your fasting. And that is, how long will you fast and how well will you feast? Those two things can change every day that you are in a situation where you're making that decision for yourself. And then if you understand the science behind what fasting can do for you and being in a truly fasted state can do for you, and you are a woman who is kind of struggling through a season of your life with hormonal imbalances and some of the signs and symptoms that come with that, or you're suffering from that dreaded hormonal weight that tends to just land on us and stick and we can't get it off. If you're exercising yourself into the ground and dieting your life away and you're still not seeing any improvements in what it is you want to have with your overall well-being, then it might be that thing that if you do really understand the benefits of fasting, then you can find a way to make it work for you for the long haul. So I really try to get women to understand what those benefits can do for them, and as they're going through a change or they're going through implementing these processes of fasting, to journal it. And we journal it not so much for what we're doing today in the initial aspects of incorporating something for ourselves, but we pull out that journal for times when we tend to fall off the wagon, or those times when something comes into our life and tends to knock us off the path that we're on. And you use what it was, your past experiences that led you to something positive or led you down a path where something in your life got better, and you rely on that information to get you back on track. So one of the great things about intermittent fasting, and the way I really try to teach it in our course, is that it doesn't have to be like a diet. So you don't have to set up parameters on day one of how long you're going to do this, or a goal weight you're trying to achieve, or if you're going to try to get to a certain point and then you can say you've won and everything's over and you can go back to the way you were living. that's what we've done in the past, which for most of us has gotten us into this spot we're in today, where we're kind of frustrated with our bodies, and we're frustrated with some of those tricks and techniques that used to work for us and no longer work for us because they're not designed for the long term. And intermittent fasting, that intermittent part, is really what allows us to incorporate something so amazing for ourselves as aging women that can truly last and live through the test of time and become a true lifestyle for us. Just because you have a fasting day that's not maxed out doesn't necessarily mean that you have fallen off the wagon. It just means you made a decision. How long are you going to fast, and how well will you feast? And maybe that decision in that given day just meant that you weren't going to fast as long as you did the day before. Or maybe you're not going to fast as long as you did the week before. But that's okay because you still have tomorrow. And tomorrow you're going to wake up and you're going to make the same two decisions. How long will I fast, and how well will I feast? And what you're going to do then is make a decision based on that day. And you're going to decide how long you're going to fast. And maybe you're going to fast longer because your lifestyle is just going to allow that to happen for you on that given day. And maybe it hadn't done that before. So just because something is not going perfectly doesn't necessarily mean that you have to throw in the towel or fall off the wagon. It just means that you have an opportunity to make a new set of decisions. Facebook, hold on just a second. We're trying to get the phone back on because we got the broadcast back. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm probably making you all nauseous. Michael, can you get that to tighten up right there?
Right here?
Yes. Live video is amazing.
It's not turning anymore.
Okay. Hey, Facebook, can you do me a favor? Can you jump over to YouTube? Because this broadcast is going to freeze up and I can't get the phone to hold on tight, so I don't want to make you guys sick. So we're going to jump you guys over to YouTube if you don't mind. Okay. So what you want to do if you're in that situation where you are feeling like you're not being as committed as you had hoped for, all you have to do is go back to those two decisions. How long you're going to fast and how well you're going to feast. Then just stick to those two decisions that you made, and then do the best that you can in that given opportunity. Remember, not everything has to be perfect all the time, or a situation where everything has to run according to how it had run in previous days. And that's what I think is so amazing about what we can do with something like intermittent fasting. The biggest component to being successful with fasting is putting yourself in that truly fasted state. That's an easy decision to make. That's something that you just have to know why it is that you need to be in that truly fasted state, and that's so you can reap the benefits of what fasting can do for a healing body. And if you can do just that in the minimum amount of hours, then the rest of it is just going to be dependent on those choices that you're going to make in your feasting window. And if you've already set up a parameter of foods that you're going to put into your body that make you look and feel your best and allow you an opportunity to live your most authentic life, then that part should be easy as well. We have to remember too, as women, that we are so emotionally connected to food, and it doesn't have anything to do with fasting, and it doesn't have anything to do with feasting per se. Oftentimes it has something to do that's more emotionally based, or something that's maybe happened to us in the past, or some triggers. And if those are the things that are actually falling you out of a fasted state or a feasted state that's well for you, then we need to go back and identify some of those issues so that you can jump back in based on the facts of what's presented in the science behind what fasting can do for you. So it goes back to the broadcast I did last week where I said something along the lines of fasting's super simple. The concept's simple. You fast for a period of time and you feast for a period of time. But it's not always easy because there's so many other outside factors that are going to come in and test what it is that you have in your life, and the dedication that you have, and the willpower that you have, and just that grit to get through some tough times. And if you can learn what all of that is, and you can develop that sense of grit based on what the benefits of what it is you're trying to do are for you, then when you get out of a situation or your life gets back on track, then you are going to come out so much farther ahead, and you're not going to keep having to make up lost time. In my opinion, fasting is probably the most sensible thing that we can do in times of stress. Fasting is the most sensible things we can do when we're under duress in our life, because it just simplifies everything. It takes out so many moving parts to the equation, and it allows us to just be. And if you can just be and not be stressed out about food, and not be stressed out about the guilt associated with decisions that are made when we're not at our best, if you can just be in the situation that you're in and handle it and then get through it, then you've won the battle of whatever it is that's that thing that's constantly making you fall off the wagon. And you just got to set up those boundaries and set up those parameters and live each day by the 2 simple questions that can make you successful at this. How long will you fast, and how well will you feast? And just make a decision that that's how you're going to live your life around food, and that's how you're going to live your life around healthy habits, and that's how you're going to live your life from this day forward. And falling off the wagon isn't going to be part of your vocabulary. You're just going to wake up every day and bring the best version of you into every decision that you make. And oftentimes, terms like falling off the wagon, and I've talked before about throwing in the towel, are almost just ways that we can kind of justify quitting something. And why do we keep quitting at all these things that we say that we want so desperately? So just make the decision. You're not going to quit, whether that be throw in the towel or admit that you're falling off the wagon, or say because XYZ is happening in your life, you're going to resort to this way of doing your life that's just not beneficial to you. So it all starts with those decisions. What decisions are you going to make sure that you're going to stay on track with the goals that you are setting for yourself, so that you can live a happy and, most importantly, healthy life? And it all starts with the decision. And then you just build the parameters and the boundaries around those decisions. So if you are struggling, if you're falling off the wagon, if you are kind of feeling like you are being a little defeated by whatever process that you're trying to get yourself on, get some help from an accountability partner. Find some girlfriends that you can kind of jump in with that are going to be there to help you get to the decisions that you are making for yourself. So a lot of this has to be some public accountability as well, using those positive affirmation skills and saying those things out loud and writing out your goals and just putting into practice every single morning. When those feet hit the floor, you're going to make the decisions. What are you going to do for yourself today? What kind of choices are you going to make about your fasting window? Are you going to cheat? Are you going to be in a truly fasted state? Are you going to put stevia in your coffee? Are you going to have just that one little breath mint? Are you going to go for it and stick it out and grit through it so that you can build those strong fasting muscles for yourself and get yourself to that next day with that strength and experience that's going to be behind you? It's worth it. It's totally worth it once you get there. It's a struggle to get there, but once you're there, it's amazing. And then once you get amazing results and you get those amazing feelings, then you have that memory and that experience to fall back on when stuff gets tough again, and rely on those experiences and those memories to get you through that next little bump in the road. And everybody has them. I have them myself. And we just have to say that we deserve better than things that we've had in the past. And that'll help you guys as well. So let me see what we got here as far as comments. My Facebook is acting crazy over there, so sorry if you were on Facebook. Brown Eyes, hello. Joanne from New Jersey, hello. Patty, 3rd week. I like the 3rd week, Patty. I hope you enjoy it. Janet, good evening. Kathleen, hello. Diane from Northern Colorado. Laritza, I believe it is, from New York City. Brenda, good evening from Oregon. Started fasting a month ago, but in my first week of your course. Awesome. Can't wait to hear how you like it. Your hair and makeup looks great tonight. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Rhonda from SoCal. I get it. Yep. Dominique from Virginia. Patricia, hello from Spokane. I fell off back on as of yesterday, but it wasn't worth it. Now I have to go through a short period of hunger readjustment. So the falling off wasn't worth it, I'm hoping you're saying, and the getting back on will definitely be worth it. And don't worry, the little part that you have to go through, the little suffering you have to go through to get back into that truly fasted state and the energized sense of calm, it'll come quick, and it won't be as bad as the first time. So just get through it. Patricia, let's see, Kelly from Denver, hello. Yeah, I figured that out. Patricia, IF is saving you. Awesome. So always remember that. Remember that part, that IF is saving you, and that's the thing that's going to hold you on this time so you don't fall off. Rita from North Carolina, July group, alumni now, loving it good. Laritza fell off and having trouble getting back on. Laritza, are you in if you're in one of our groups, reach out to us within the Facebook group and we'll get you back on. Kathleen Bingo, we cannot feel guilty over a shorter fast, longer feast on some days. Nope, you cannot. It's part of the plan, right? That's why intermittent fasting is so successful as a lifestyle, because there should be no guilt associated with it if you're just making decisions every day. Amelia, good evening from Rhode Island. September 2nd class. Things are beginning to click for me. Awesome. This is about the time they start to click. My body does not enjoy overeating any longer. Nope. Joy, hello. Amy, did my first 24-hour fast today, and I felt great. Thanks, Diane, for everything. You're welcome. Amy, so did you do a dinner-to-dinner fast? I think is maybe what you're referring to. So you went from last night's dinner to this night's dinner. Rhonda, understanding the benefits of IF encouraged my decision to do 24 IF. Yes, the science. Yep, it's there. Yvonne, girlfriend, oh my gosh. I brought, hold on. I brought this for you, Yvonne. That picture you posted was hilarious. Randy, starting week 4. Awesome. Amy. Let's see, Jeanette, finally caught your live tonight. I've lost 25 pounds since mid-June. Thyroid med cut by half. Congratulations. Thank you for all your posts. Very useful, life-changing. Awesome. Yeah, life-changing when you can cut your thyroid meds in half. That is absolutely amazing. Congratulations. Fast versus binge. Yes, we don't binge. We fast. Kathleen, Yvonne, I'm completely dedicated, and if there's a day that I don't fast as long, it's okay. It's my choice to enjoy food earlier on that day. Yep. Christian, I have been struggling with a long fast, but making sure I get at least a 16-hour fast. Thankfully, I do have the accountability partner who tells me it's okay and gets me back on track. Yes, for sure. I have course August class. Let's see. Stephanie, Christy's here. Had a rough time while moving, but fasted great today. Good. Kristen, Pickle, this is by far the easiest thing I have ever done, and I don't feel like a failure when I don't hit my long fast. Yeah, no sense. Rita, celebrated my daughter's birthday this weekend. I hate that I feel guilty for eating cake. No, you made a decision, so there's no sense in feeling guilty about a conscious decision that you make. Linda, 3rd week, was away on vacation for a week and did really well, but had 2 off days, back on track again. Good. Susan, hello. Tony, have been on IF for almost 6 months and have fallen off Wagon a few times, but got back on track the next day. I don't beat myself up, just start again because it works. Yes. Okay, cool. VK. Diane, I'm going to take the course in a few weeks. Been IF for a while. Curious, though, if my stomach is growling during my fast, does that mean my fast is broken for the day? No, it does not mean that at all. Rita, really difficult to find an accountability partner. All my girlfriends don't want to exercise. I do have exercise partners 2 days a week. Yeah, sometimes you just got to use yourself as an accountability partner. Yes, 4 p.m. to 4 p.m. energized sense of calm. Yep, there you go. So I like to call that the dinner to dinner fast. 24-hour fast can be daunting for some people. So I suggest saying dinner to dinner, and it seems manageable, more manageable emotionally. Yvonne, 4 months IFing with you. I know, we're like sisters now. Rhonda, people are saying fell off the wagon. How does that happen? Don't satisfy. I'm not sure what that means. Michelle, do I have a certain number of hours between eating and dinner or going to bed? No, not at all. Lisa started today. Yes. Rhonda, You just changed the window. Yep. Okay, cool. Okay, so there's no need to feel guilty about being a grown-up woman and making a decision for yourself. So if you decide to eat birthday cake at your daughter's birthday, it's a decision. That you shouldn't feel guilty about that. You should own it and then just do what you've got to do the next day, starting over with a new set of decisions. So guilt should never be the factor when you're dealing with food, because you're making a conscious decision to do something. And like I always say, there's no right food and there's no wrong food. There's just food that works better for you than other food does. So I have a whole list of foods that I don't eat, but it's just because it makes me feel bad. It's not that it's bad food. It's great food for a lot of people. It just doesn't make me feel or look my best. So I've made a conscious decision not to eat it. And then those foods that do help me get to what I want to have for myself and my lifestyle, then those are the foods that I choose to eat. So bad food, good food should be taken out of your vocabulary, and you have food that you choose to eat, and you have food that you do not choose to eat. And that's basically how you live your life around food. When you think about it that way, it takes the guilt away. And if it takes the guilt away, then it takes the quitting away. And if it takes the quitting away, then you stop falling off a wagon. You just live your life. And so one thing I always try to really emphasize in my course is never miss a memory-making opportunity because of some food thing you're on. So if your daughter has a birthday and she has birthday cake and your thing is to have birthday cake with your daughter, have birthday cake with your daughter. We have a rule in our house that we enjoy birthday cake at functions that involve our immediate family. We have a lesson in the course where I talk about we don't eat little Johnny's birthday cake because we don't know who little Johnny is, and little Johnny doesn't mean anything to us. So we don't feel like we're obligated to eat birthday cake just because someone chose to buy a birthday cake. And so that's called setting boundaries for yourself. So you set the boundaries for those kind of things for yourself, and then you stick within your boundaries. And so if you have a boundary set up that says I only eat birthday cake at my daughter's birthday party, then you own that birthday cake and you eat it and you enjoy every last piece of it and you don't worry about anything else. And then you make your new set of decisions the next day that have to center around food. So a couple of updates, and Kara is probably going to kill me. Let me see if I can get it over here. We have an announcement to make. We have 5 women from this week's course that we have chosen to give a free 30-minute consult call with me. So it's a one-on-one call. So they'll get to have a call with me where I'm going to help them fine-tune what it is with their fasting and feasting and their course. Let me see if I can find, she sent me an email today, you guys. She's probably going to kill me if I can't find it because I'm supposed to read the winners tonight. So let's see if I can find her email from today. And I have an update about our, update about our fundraising. So you guys know that in the beginning of September, I said that we were going to take a portion of our earnings from our course enrollments this month, and we were going to donate them to Team Rubicon, who's a nonprofit organization who helps veterans by employing them to work for their organization, and they go out and help some of these crisis situations around the United States. So right now, I know they're working in Florida, and they're also working in Houston area, and so thanks, Kara, you're the bomb. So what we do is, what they do is they go and they help these areas that are in crisis. And so we decided as a family, my son and my daughter, my husband and I, that we were going to donate a portion of our course enrollments for the month of September to Hurricane Harvey via Team Rubicon. And so far, our donation amount is $4,576. So we're super proud of that. And we still have a whole week to go. And we also opened it up. So if you don't necessarily want to join a course, but you would like to donate on behalf of today's aging woman, we do have a link that you can go ahead and make a donation to. And then we're going to throw it in the pot to see if we can, how big of a pot we can raise as this amazing community of women to donate to Team Rubicon in honor of Hurricane Harvey and all the victims down there who need assistance and help getting themselves back together. So $4,576 so far, but we're not done. We're going to continue to raise money through the month of September, and I was asked to please leave the donation site up until well into the first week of October for those people who don't have access to, disposable income or whatever until after the first of the month. So we are going to go ahead and leave it open. And Kara just posted the link to the Hurricane Harvey donation site. So definitely feel free to donate. $1 is enough. Like if you could donate $1, it will add to the pot and it will make a difference in someone's life. I promise you. Okay, and then the 5 women who won a free consult call, that's a $50 valued consult call where you and I get on the phone for 30 minutes and we talk about some things that you might want to get out of your intermittent fasting or maybe some sticking points that you might have where we can tweak a couple things. It'll be our time to talk for 30 minutes. So winner number 1 is Lori Svensson, I believe it is. So Svensen. Reach out to me, or we'll reach out to you probably. I think Kara will probably reach out to you, give you a link to set up an appointment with me. We do it usually around the 3rd week of the course, so you had time to go through the course and naturally get some questions answered, and then whenever you have that's left, then you and I will kind of work together to get those things settled. So Lori Svensson, Marta Klinger, Patty Benz, Amy Moloff, and Sherry Woods. Kara will be reaching out to you to get an appointment time set up. Like I said, it'll be probably the 3rd week of the month, and then or 3rd week of the course, and then we will also post it in the Facebook group as well. So congratulations! I'm super excited, and I can't wait to spend some time with you on the phone. Keep those enrollments coming in this month. We would love to be able to throw some more money in the pot for Team Rubicon and Hurricane Harvey. Course or registrations are open for our course that starts on the 30th of this month. So it would be the entire month of October that you can be in an intermittent fasting course. No better way to spend the month of October than fasting and feasting. And it'll be a great setup leading into the holiday months where we can really get some fine tuning done on your fasting and your feasting so that you can head into the holidays with some good, strong, what I call fasting muscles, confidently head into the holidays and avoid all of those holiday binging and horrible weight gains that most Americans and I'm sure everyone around the world in their own season of holidays puts on. But for us here, it'll be November and December. So jump on board. We will help you get through those and teach you some skills so that you don't end up setting yourself up for some disappointment when January rolls around. And then another announcement is the alumni course is starting up again fresh September 30th. We have been working diligently to get that course up and running. It is technically a 4-week course. If you're in the 3rd or 4th week of a current course, you are eligible to join us on the 30th. So make sure you get your enrollment in. We will probably close enrollment out at 3 o'clock on Friday like we do with the other course. And then once you're in the alumni course, you are now what we call our VIP members. It is going to be treated like a subscription type of environment without a subscription due. So one-time payment gets into the alumni course, and that is going to be a place where I continually update content, where I continually give you some teachings. If anything's changing in the intermittent fasting world, you guys will know about it first. And then I also do a lot of segments on just aging women in general. So there's going to be a whole section in there on skincare and what to do with your hair when it starts acting crazy on you. And we're going to talk about some meal ideas for your family. I'm going to do some cooking videos for you guys. So it's going to be all encompassing of a group for women and some of the things that we are going through as we start to age. And remember, aging to me is any woman who has a body that is changing. It could be in your 20s, it could be in your 30s, it could be your 40s, 60s, 50s, 70s, 80s, it doesn't matter. If you're interested in kind of going through some changes as a woman and doing it gracefully and doing it well and doing it with a healthy body and a healthy mind, then the alumni course is going to be a place that you want to hang out. The other benefit for the alumni course, just so you guys know, and then I'll jump off, is once you're in the alumni course, then you get access to our new intermittent fasting t-shirt line, and we're going to give the alumni a great VIP discount for that as well. And I know a lot of you have been waiting for the t-shirts, and they should be out, hopefully ready to order this week. And so alumni course members will have access to a discount code for that as our VIP. So lots of great stuff happening in the alumni course. Any other last minute questions before we jump off here tonight? I'm sorry, the internet is so sketchy. Goodness gracious, one-on-one calls are great and helpful. Oh, thanks, Joanne. I love talking to you on our call. Don't hurt my YouTube first too. Yeah, sorry about this. This will be uploaded on the YouTube channel tonight, and you guys can go see it tomorrow, and then we'll try to get it on the Facebook page as well. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I know there's a Cowboy game on at my house. So I'm gonna go watch the tail end of that game. Have a super rest of your Monday night, and I will catch you guys here tomorrow, Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Have a great night, you guys.